Good morning, YouTube. Uh, Today I want to do a video on the Todd Begg Glimpse, not the mini glimpse. Mini glimpse is what you're seeing on your screen right now, but the Glimpse 7.0. These are Steelcraft series, and if you can tell the size difference there is pretty dramatic, and if this could be considered a full size knife, then this looks like it would be deemed almost a gentleman folder, like maybe unusable. I mean, not unusable, but like maybe not big enough. I'm not sure, but like I want to focus on the mini for a second. Give you a couple of size comparisons. Sorry for the paper towels. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I don't know how you guys do all this stuff. This is a pair of 3, and this is a Bugout. So like, in my opinion, this is this mini glimpse is a really nice usable sizing knife, like a usable size knife. I do find it fairly comfortable in my hands. I cannot see the screen. I don't know what you guys are saying. I'm gonna have to watch it later to see if it's worth posting. But if I choke up and use the finger choil, then I can wrap all my fingers around the handle nicely, and I have a perfectly usable size knife here. Where this is where things get odd, because now that you know this is about the size of the pair of 3. This, like I said, this is Steelcraft, which is made in China. This one was made by Reate, and the Glimpse 7.0 was made by We. And this is the knife that I actually want to do the video on. And while it is a very functional, size knife, there's nothing wrong with it. Man, it's got beautiful action. It's great. It's a little thick, for carrying in the pocket. You definitely feel it. It's there, but it gives the impression of being very lightweight. That's a GTN. Got the titanium pocket clip with the ball. I mean, there's no reason for me to go over all the details that the knife has. Like you guys know what's going on. It's a S35V knife. The only reason I'm doing a video on it is because I think I'm gonna let it go out of my collection and go, and try to hunt down something else. I can definitely see the smudges there. Sorry about that. But like, in comparison, I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with like butterfly knives and stuff like that. But this is a Baird and Sons. I don't know what model they call it, to be honest. It's got that cracked silver something other handle. It's supposed to be made in the USA. I'm absolutely sure it's probably not. Not out of the United States made parts anyway. It was too cheap. It was like, I don't know, $50-ish, something like that, 40 something. But that's butterfly knives they're long, but carrying this isn't a hindrance at all. It doesn't take up all your pocket. You have to worry about, like, what's this? This is not a real knife. I mean, it's a real knife, but it's not a real knife. So this is a ZT copy. It was supposed to come in the mail without any branding on it, and it did come in the mail with branding on it, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm gonna try to strip that down. But as far as like a size comparison, if I do love, I pulled this knife out of my pocket, and so like there shouldn't be much difference. But I believe the difference is in the width. You know, like I, I, I don't mind carrying this knife. This knife is not not very carry friendly for my pockets, unfortunately. It's thick. You know, it's made very well, but I mean it's got beautiful action, but it's not for me. My wife loves the mini glimpse. She carries it. She left it here with me. I had a surprise day off, and this is her knife. I got it for her, and she won't never get rid of it. But I think I want to go with something else. Yeah, I would love to find a real one of these. It doesn't have to be Tiger Stripe. You know, like I'm really planning on like trying to do a video, seeing if I can get the branding off, and I figure if I can get the branding off, I'm gonna lose the Tiger Stripes as well. Which like you guys probably already know, like how to tell the difference between the real and the fake. This fake has a flat pivot where the real ZT has a semi-domed pivot, and that's not the only difference. Now, if it was just a regular bead blast or satin finish, this it may be a little harder to tell. But since it does have the Tiger Stripes, the real 0920 has 6 black stripes. They're thinner and they're spaced closer together, and it's got this one's got 5, which I'm not trying to pass it off as real anyway. I would never do that, so I'm not concerned about it. But this knife was made well, but it's not real. I'd love to find a real one. I long for the days when I had the opportunity to buy one for $179 and didn't. I chose not to for whatever reason. And now the used market, they're quite a bit more expensive than that, and that's understandable. This is a real ZT model. It was like, when I say that, I mean there's ZT's making a lot of things that their fan base isn't really considering to be real ZT anymore. And they've discontinued a lot of their good stuff, which is why I resort to finding copies, really. But anyway, this Glance is 9 inches. It's a 9-inch knife. It is not a small knife. It does have like seamless carbon fiber that I mean you can't feel it. Like the carbon fiber where it meets the G10, it is perfectly implanted into the knife. I mean it's beautifully crafted. And this is the liner lock 7.0. They do have a frame lock 7.0, which I gotta be honest, like looking in there, I wouldn't consider this overlay to be part of the frame, the scale. This scale looks like it is. I haven't taken it apart, so this is just a guess, but it's one of those knives that appear to be a liner lock, but it functions more like a frame lock. I know you're not going to be able to see in here, and that's fine, but like the way the construction looks on the inside, it's on a titanium frame on the inside. It's milled out, but instead of like having an additional piece there, you can definitely tell this is part of the frame that splits off. So I would consider it to be a frame lock myself, but since they have one that actually looks like a frame lock, and then they have this one, and maybe important to note for anybody out there that may or may not be interested, the blade centering is not perfect. I was thinking about trying to see what I can do to get that a little better, but I don't know. I will. I'll check it out. I'll tighten, loosen the body screws, and see if I can get the blade centering a little better. That's kind of sad, isn't it? You know, like you said. I think this knife cost me $379, $359. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. But it does have the box. It has everything it comes with. It's the box here. It has all this information, which you just gotta scan it in, and has a warranty card, all that stuff. You know, I always try to keep the boxes just in case. But I don't know. I'm a big fan of Begg, and I like the Glimpse, but I think I may go after like the 6.0. Or just see what the other options like as far as size comparison goes. You know, what other kind of options were out there? 7.0. Like I said, I don't mind a 9-inch knife. I like a 9-inch knife. I use this knife a lot. And the weight is, the fake 920 may be a little lighter. I don't know, but it's not a bad knife regardless, man. It's not a bad weight. It feels really good in hand, and I do like the option you can actually choke up, use that choil. Like it's got a real finger choil. Like it I think with the Glimpse kind of reminds me of a hollow grind type Spyderco-ish drop point, but. That's just an opinion. Like I said, S35N still. It is razor sharp. It's I don't use it. Yeah, I've used it to cut a couple pieces of paper. As far as I know, it's still got it definitely still has the factory edge. I don't know. It's too slim. Like it's the bevel's too pristine for me. Like I would have probably messed something up. I'm not sure, but anyway, that's it, man. This one's an OD green. It doesn't have the holes in the blade. I can't remember what he calls that feature. I think it looks better with it. Functionability, I'm not sure. Like why it's there, to be honest. But I think I would definitely come closer to carrying a mini or something that's in between the mini and the 7.0 than I would just carrying this knife altogether. So I'm gonna turn this video off and rewatch it and see if the information's there, and if the video is good enough to post. If it is, I'll post it. If not, you'll never know about it. I'll redo it. Thanks.